Have you ever walked into the kitchen and forgotten what you went in for? Or struggled to recall the name of that lovely neighbor you've known for years? Don't worry, you're not alone. As we get a little wiser, our brains, just like our favorite well-loved books, might need a little extra care to keep the pages crisp and the stories vivid. But what if I told you there's a simple, comforting way to give your memory a gentle boost? Something as easy as sipping a warm cup of tea? That's right. Today we're talking about 6 delicious teas that not only soothe the soul, but also sharpen the mind. These aren't magic potions or complicated brews. They're everyday herbs and leaves, backed by science, that can help keep your brain humming like a well-tuned engine. And trust me, by the end of this, you'll want to put the kettle on. Let's start with a classic you might already have in your cupboard: green tea. Now, this isn't just a refreshing pick-me-up. Green tea is packed with something called EGCG, a fancy name for a powerful antioxidant that studies show can protect brain cells from damage. Researchers in Japan found that seniors who drank green tea daily had lower rates of memory decline. My friend Edna swears by it. She has a cup every morning with her crossword puzzle. She says it's her brain's favorite warm-up. And the best part? You don't need anything fancy. A simple bag steeped for 3 minutes does the trick. Add a slice of lemon if you're feeling adventurous. It helps your body absorb those good-for-you compounds. Now, if you're looking for something earthy and aromatic, let's talk about ginseng tea. Ginseng root has been used for centuries in traditional medicine, and modern science backs its brain-boosting powers. It's known to improve focus and mental clarity by supporting healthy blood flow to the brain. My neighbor, Herb, yes, Herb, drinks a cup every afternoon. He says it helps him stay sharp during his weekly chess games with the grandkids. Just a word of caution. Start with a weak brew if you're new to ginseng. It's got a bold flavor, and a little goes a long way. But maybe you're craving something floral and calming. That's where rosemary tea comes in. Rosemary isn't just for roasted potatoes. Ancient Greeks wore rosemary garlands during exams to boost memory, and they might have been onto something. Studies show that simply inhaling rosemary scent can improve concentration, but drinking it as a tea takes it a step further. It's got compounds that may protect the brain from aging. My Aunt Mabel grows rosemary in her windowsill and steeps a teaspoon of fresh leaves in hot water every evening. She calls it her Remember Me tea. It's a bit piney, so try mixing it with a touch of honey or a splash of mint. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. Tea's nice, but will it really make a difference? Here's the thing. It's not about one cup working miracles. It's about small, consistent choices that add up over time. Think of these teas as friends checking in on your brain, gently nudging it to stay lively. And the ritual itself, taking a quiet moment to sip, breathe, and savor, is just as healing as what's in your mug. So why not try one of these this week? Dig out that green tea hiding behind the coffee, or snip a sprig of rosemary from your garden. Your brain and your taste buds might just thank you. And stick around because we've got 3 more incredible teas coming up that'll surprise you with their stories and benefits. Now, let's shift gears to a tea that's like a breath of fresh air for your mind. Peppermint tea. You know that invigorating tingle you feel when you sip it? That's not just a flavor. It's your brain waking up. Peppermint contains menthol, which studies show can improve alertness and even enhance memory recall. A study from Northumbria University found that participants who drank peppermint tea before a test scored significantly higher on memory tasks compared to those who drank chamomile. My cousin Ruth swears by it. She keeps a thermos of peppermint tea in her knitting bag and sips it during her weekly book club. She says it helps her stay sharp during those lively plot debates. And if the taste is too bold for you, try blending it with a little green tea or a drizzle of honey. It's like a spa day for your senses and your synapses. Next up, let's talk about a golden-hued wonder, turmeric tea. You've probably heard about turmeric's anti-inflammatory powers, but did you know it's also a brain superhero? The active compound, curcumin, crosses the blood-brain barrier and has been shown to clear away the plaque linked to memory disorders. Researchers at UCLA found that seniors who added curcumin to their diets saw improvements in memory and attention over 18 months. Now, turmeric tea can be earthy on its own, so here's a trick. Brew it with a pinch of black pepper. The pepper boosts curcumin absorption by up to 2,000%. My buddy Carl adds a cinnamon stick and a splash of almond milk to his. He calls it his golden latte and drinks it while he journals every morning. He says it's the reason he remembers where he parked at the grocery store now. But let's not forget a tea that's been cherished for centuries. Ginkgo biloba tea. Ginkgo leaves are like fossils. They've been around for 200 million years, and traditional healers have used them for thousands of years to boost mental clarity. Modern science backs this up. A Journal of Psychopharmacology study found that ginkgo improves working memory in healthy older adults. My neighbor Lois, who's 78 and runs the local history club, steeps ginkgo tea every afternoon. She laughs and says it's her secret weapon for remembering names and dates during her lectures. Just a heads up, ginkgo can interact with some medications, so check with your doctor before adding it to your routine. And if the taste is too bitter, try mixing it with a fruity herbal blend, like hibiscus or orange peel. Now, you might be wondering, how do you make time for all these teas? The answer is, you don't have to. Pick one or two that speak to you. Maybe start your day with green tea, wind down with turmeric golden milk at night, or keep a thermos of peppermint tea for those afternoon slumps. The goal isn't to overhaul your routine, but to sprinkle in moments of care that add up. Think of it as tending a garden. One cup at a time, you're nurturing your brain's health. And here's a little secret. The ritual of making tea matters as much as the tea itself. That quiet minute while the kettle boils, the warmth of the mug in your hands, the slow sip that lets you pause and breathe. It's a mindfulness practice in disguise. Stress is a notorious memory zapper, and something as simple as a daily tea ritual can lower cortisol levels, giving your brain a calmer space to thrive. So, why not try one of these this week? Maybe revisit an old favorite or dare to try something new. Your brain is worth the adventure. And stay tuned, because we've still got one final tea to share, one that might just become your new evening ritual. Now, let's round out our tea journey with a sip of wisdom. We've talked about 6 incredible brews, but there's one more thing I want to share, a tip that ties them all together. It's not just what you drink, but how you drink it. Imagine this. You're sitting by the window, steam rising from your mug, the aroma of rosemary or turmeric wrapping around you like a cozy blanket. That moment of calm? It's as nourishing for your brain as the tea itself. Stress is a notorious thief of memory, but a daily tea ritual, even just 5 minutes, can be your shield. Let's revisit our teas briefly, like old friends. Green tea for its protective EGCG, ginseng for focus, rosemary for ancient memory magic, peppermint for alertness, turmeric for fighting inflammation, and ginkgo biloba for mental clarity. Each one brings something special to the table. But here's the beauty. You don't need to choose just one. Mix and match based on your day. Feeling foggy? Try peppermint in the morning. Need to unwind at night? A golden turmeric latte with cinnamon. Hosting friends? Brew a pot of rosemary tea and share stories. It's a memory booster and a heart warmer. My friend Helen, who's 76, keeps a tea calendar on her fridge. Mondays are green tea for momentum. Wednesdays ginkgo for book club. Fridays peppermint for her art class. She says it's like giving her brain a weekly tune-up. But she also laughs and admits some days she just drinks whatever's handy. And that's okay. Progress, not perfection, is the goal. Even 1 cup a day is a victory. Now, let's talk about you. Which of these teas made you nod along? Maybe it's the ginseng your grandmother used to brew, or the turmeric latte trend your grandkids rave about. Whatever calls to you, start there. Keep it simple. Stock a few bags in your pantry, or grow a rosemary plant on your windowsill. Pair it with a habit you already love, like sipping while you read the paper or chat with a friend. The easier it is, the more you'll stick with it. And remember, your brain isn't just a machine. It's a storyteller, a keeper of memories, a quiet observer of life's beauty. Every sip of these teas is a way to honor it, to say, I'm here for you. Small, consistent acts of care add up. Think of it like planting seeds. You might not see the roots growing, but one day, you'll notice the blooms. A name recalled effortlessly, a detail remembered, a moment cherished a little more vividly. So, my dear friends, as we wrap up, I want to leave you with this. Aging might be inevitable, but how you meet it is yours to shape. These teas are more than drinks. They're invitations to slow down, savor, and show up for yourself. Your brain has carried you through decades of laughter, challenges, and love. Isn't it worth a little toast, with a steaming mug in hand? I'd love to hear from you. Which tea will you try first? Share in the comments. Your story might inspire someone else. And if you found this helpful, hit that like button and subscribe. Together, let's keep exploring ways to live vibrantly, wisely, and joyfully, no matter the number on the birthday cake. Here's to your sharp mind, your full heart, and the simple pleasures that make life sweet. Now, go put the kettle on. Your brain and your future self will thank you.